by Indian restaurants? No?
Not good, no.
No.
Got to go to New York, I think, or England. Back to my hometown of England.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like very, very spicy food, so that even makes it harder.
Yeah. They might be using spicy and the red chili also at times, so that will be very hard to for you at least, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Someone got some building work going on.
Yeah, someplace. I don't know.
That's what's great about this, though. That's the new normal. It's fine. Dogs, cats.
Yeah. Sometimes kids are playing nearby, let the sound will come in. Or sometimes kids are yelling at the top of their voice, that sounds might come in. So
but that's normal. I think it's okay. I think it makes it real. And occasionally my wife will even bring me a cup of tea and I'll drag her onto the camera. But if I'm lucky, she'll bring me a cup of tea.
You're lucky. Okay.
I'm still finishing my big cup for the day.
Hey, Ritvik. Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
There is Jerry, the man himself.
So I hope my voice is clear and...
Yes, it is crystal clear.
Great.
Yeah, very good evening to all the team members.
Yeah, Deepa, good evening.
Good evening, Deepa. Good evening, Sharda. Good morning, Francis.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good evening. So Jerry is here. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Jason.
Hey, good morning again.
Yeah,
good morning. Good morning, Francis.
Good morning.
Nice golden tan, my friend. Good to see you.
No, it's just this bright light, look, shining in my face.
Oh, is it a tanning lamp?
No, but it should be, shouldn't it? Maybe I have got a bit of a tan.
Great to see you.
Likewise.
Well, at least two of us are wearing proper Pega attire on this call.
Hey, it's my day off. Leave me alone.
Hi, Jerry.
How are you, Satru?
Doing great, thank you.
Hey, Max. Good morning.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. How are you?
Hey, Max.
Doing good. How about you?
Doing well. Doing well. We had a foot of snow yesterday, so it's pretty cold around here. I would much rather be in India.
That snowstorm was quite something.
Yeah. It was. I spent 2 hours shoveling out my car yesterday, which was not fun, but it's the price that you pay for living out in the Northeast.
2 feet in New York City, I heard. That's pretty unusual.
Yeah. There's a lot of snow. Max has a young kid too, so sometimes he uses that as an excuse to stay out longer. We all remember those days.
Yesterday I had him shovel with me, so that was a good time.
Good. It's good.
You only get snow in Atlanta once every 10 years at Christmas. Otherwise, it ranges between 75 degrees and 10 degrees. It's really weird here.
Yeah. So, Francis, that ice storm you guys had probably 7 years ago, right around then, I think it was, I was stuck in Roswell at a Marriott Courtyard on the 400 overlook. The only thing that kept us alive was the Burger King in the parking lot.
And the minibar.
And the minibar, yes.
Yeah, I remember that well.
Yeah.
That was during our
frustrated.
That was during our sales kickoff, I don't know.
Wow. Yep. Good times. You always have lots of stories when you're on the road. That's a good thing.
No on the road stories this year, right?
No. I just come back from, I forget where I came back from, and then the office closed down. So next year we'll be back on the road, fast and furious. And we will be, and I'm going to knock on wood right now that we're in person for the conclave next year for sure.
Well, if you want to know, it's real. My sister, she's in the UK. She works for the NHS, and she's scheduled to get her vaccine tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Wow.
So it's working. It's coming.
Okay, I think it's time for us to start. I was thinking I'll say good evening first, then I realized we have people for whom it is a morning time now. So nevertheless, very warm welcome to all our viewers. Very happy connecting once again. This is an annual tradition that we wanted to start and do every time. We did it last year in person, but this time, thanks to the pandemic, we are not able to do it in person, but we are still able to connect. So very warm welcome. We have the leadership from Pega here. We have the leadership from Talent Sprint. We have the senior management from college, the head of the departments for different departments. We have students who are already in the program, who are students who are joining the program, and it's a diverse audience that we've got. So without taking much time, I think we should begin. I would like to introduce our first speaker, Dr. Chandra Paul, who is the CEO and co-founder of Talent Sprint. Shantanu, I would like to take over from here.
Thank you so much, Ritvik. It's great to be here, and it's particularly great to have a global audience of my friends from Pega all over the world. So I'm just delighted to say hello to everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you might be. And of course, a very warm welcome to all our partners, especially college partners who are participating, and all the students who have been part of our programs. And of course, I take this moment to say that, I'm basically representing both Pega and Talent Sprint in welcoming all of you to this session that has been organized. It's an annual session. It's become a ritual. We do it every year. And of course, this year is different. It's virtual. But having said that, I expect the content to be just as compelling given this great galaxy of speakers that are going to speak to you in the next 1 hour or so. Just to give a little bit of history to all the college partners who have been with us for a while and those who are probably going to come on board soon in this year, hopefully. So the history of this relationship between Pega and Talent Sprint and the UAP program is quite remarkable because Pega UAP is a great vision that's been put together globally, and Jerry leads that with the rest of his team. And I remember very distinctly back in December 2016, exactly 4 years ago, when Pega invited Talent Sprint to a conversation to say that how do we create this program? Pega had already experimented successfully with the first edition with 2 colleges. And the idea was to then scale up at a grand scale. And I remember Sharda and Chris and others and Dave and Suman, all of the people who led that at that time, so it was before Jerry came on board. There was a whole sort of vision to take this to a whole new level of creating talent in a very, very controlled manner. And this demand-led closed-loop system that we have built is, and today I would say there's no comparison to this program model anywhere in India. And I suspect other than Pega UAP in other parts of the world, no other company has successfully pulled off such an amazing model of talent creation that's really beneficial to the students, to the colleges, to industry, to talent acquisition professionals, and the partners of Pega and Pega itself. So that being the case, I want to walk you through a bit of history in terms of how much distance we have covered in the last 4 years. I remember the first year we did it in 2017. That was second year of the program itself. We had 2 colleges and close to 400 students. Today, I'm happy to report we have 12 colleges and we have close to 1,200 students. So that's quite a significant expansion growth. And all of the time, the number of certification percentage has improved. The kind of outcomes have improved. The quality of the curriculum has gone from being learning to learning experiential learning with hands-on projects. And many of you on the call from Pega have been part of those student project presentations, which have been very remarkably interesting and quite impressive in many ways. So this is a one-of-a-kind program. And meanwhile, the recruiting companies, the talent acquisition companies have also grown from the biggest system integrators, partners of Pega, to the most recent startup doing Pega implementations. We have more than 20 companies, which are global brands, who are recruiting their entry-level talent for Pega skills from this program. So that's a great journey that we have undergone in the last 4 years. And this turning for a minute to the last 12 months, of course, a very unique time in everybody's history. All institutions, whether you're corporate or academic, we've struggled through the COVID situation. But I'm happy to report that through this entire journey in the last 1 year, when COVID hit and the entire program, which was earlier very high touch in college program, we had to migrate that to a totally digital program. And without skipping a beat, the whole program went online, digital, 100%. With the great collaboration support of the Pega leadership, the Talent Sprint execution and training team, the college management, and the students. Everybody went online, and it was one of those, there's a saying that sometimes you can do in 1 day what you can't decide in 1 decade. And I think that was that moment when we were able to switch gears overnight, literally to a model of digital. delivery, which now is showing great results because this year the students are performing better, certification outcomes are better, companies are hiring more than they had projected. So all in all, this has been a great tailwind. Despite all the miseries of COVID globally, it's been a great tailwind for this particular Pega UAP program, of which all of the colleges here are a part. And so that gives me great pleasure to say that this model is really working. It's robust, it's scalable, and it's highly effective. All of that together in one program is quite a delight to be part of. Before I hand over to the rest of the speakers who are sort of coming after me, and I'm sure all of you are keen to listen to all of them, I also want to add that the last 1 year has also been very eventful for both Pega and Talent Sprint. For Pega, it's been a great journey of growth. I think the company is on fire, literally growing at a great speed in terms of revenue, in terms of reach, and in terms of new customer acquisition, market cap. All of you who follow Pega as a company would know that this company is doing extremely well. And those of you who might be following Talent Sprint might also know that we used to be a startup, and in the last 10 years, we have gotten big enough and significant enough in the country today in terms of talent development and deep tech education that the National Stock Exchange, which is one of the largest fintech platforms in India, plus one of the 10th largest stock exchange in the world, has decided to enter professional education and deep tech education. And instead of building that whole thing themselves, they have actually acquired a majority stake in Talent Sprint. So effectively, Talent Sprint is now a national platform, an arm of the National Stock Exchange. So for both the companies, it's been a great journey. And I must also sort of inform my Pega colleagues that one of the top 5 partnerships that we discussed as part of the National Stock Exchange and Talent Sprint conversations was the Pega partnership. It stands top as among one of the most interesting models of talent pipeline creation. And I fully expect that what we have built in the last 4 years together, the next 4 years are going to be far greater. So with that, let me hand it over back to Ritvik. So the rest of the speakers can actually share their views and their opinions with you. Thank you. Back to you, Ritvik.
Thank you very much, Shantanu, for such lovely opening remarks. I would now like to request our next speaker, Mr. Francis Carden. Francis is the Vice President of Digital Automation and Robotics at Pega Systems. He leaped into the world of computers and programming when he was just 17. And since then, he spent almost half a decade in the world of IT, helping large organizations move seamlessly through their digital transformation journey. He was the founder of OpenSpan and moved to Pega after OpenSpan was acquired by Pega Systems. At Pega, he's responsible for bringing synergy across all intelligent automation technologies, providing thought leadership to help large enterprises accelerate their journey to digital excellence through DPA, or digital process automation. Francis, over to you.
Great, thank you. And are you driving the slides? Because we never rehearsed this. Is that a yes?
Yes, Francis, you can just tell him to go on and he'll certainly make that happen.
Yeah, that's great. Just if you could bring up the next slide, that'll be fantastic. So listen, I congratulate you all, no matter where you are on your learning journey. You know, just to take the effort to do any learnings today, you know, everybody comes from a different background. As the intro said, I basically got into computing at the age of 17. And so I learned the hard way in the enterprise. But, you know, the fact that you've taken the effort to really drive yourselves to learn about Pega, what I wanted to talk about is as much about why it's important to learn about Pega, because we here work for Pega, and so we might sound a little biased for our love and passion for Pega, but really you're entering and you've made the step to leap into what I believe is a digital revolution. When I sold my company to Pega, which was an RPA company called OpenSpan, back in 2016, the question I had to ask myself is like, do I stay? And I did stay, and here I am entering my 5th year at Pega after selling. And the reason I stayed is because what I saw Pega was doing and what it had was really revolutionary. And it's not still since I've been here 5 years. You are now part of this digital revolution. It's not just about Pega. It's about the technologies that are changing now, the way the world is working. You know, I'm lucky or not enough to have been involved in computing when we had green screens and a keyboard, not even a mouse. We were lucky if we had a function key to automate some single step in an application. And so our coding was typing away on screens. Editing was even a challenge. You sometimes lost your code and had to retype it all again. But that's the world as was. And so now we've leapfrogged into technologies that are just taking on such a pace of change. And I class this as the digital revolution. And why is that? If you could go to the next slide, please. Is because this is really the word and the term you probably hear the most is intelligent automation. But what is it, right? It's part of this digital revolution, or it is the digital revolution. But I think of it as a convergence of all the technologies that have been really accelerating at pace over even the last 3, 4, 5 years. Not the stuff that's old. The stuff that's old is sometimes dragging us back, right? But the new stuff that you are learning as part of Pega are technologies that are the foundation for the next 50 years of computing. And maybe it's even longer than that. It's kind of like, I think of it like Star Trek. You know, you don't see somebody sitting at a console typing in and writing a program, right? They're able to do things instantly, even if they've never thought of it before. And that's the era we're entering, where we are bringing together technologies that we haven't even thought of that might appear on the scene next year or the year after, that used to take decades to really come to fruition. And this pace of change is fundamental in driving the digital revolution. And I'm envious of you. As I come towards the end of my career and lucky enough to be at Pega, you get the chance to start your career in this world. You're not going to be dragged back by some of the legacy systems and the legacy approaches that you hear some of us old fogies talk about, right? And we always go back to our, you know, our old Nirvana and some, you know, things are great, but the technology now is so revolutionary. So it's intelligent automation is the space, but you may hear it in many different names. But whatever name you hear it as, it's very important to recognize you taking the time to learn Pega. If you could go to the next slide, please. You are learning it not just because Pega thinks Pega is great, but because the leading analysts that talk about intelligent automation, sometimes with a different name, right? And IBPMS is something Gartner talk about, which is the bringing together of technologies like case management and low code and orchestration and rules engines and digital process automation by Forrester, which talks about AI and machine learning along with those things. Decisioning using AI to make instant decisions, that Star Trek effect that I talk about, right? But in the real world, that means making decisions to personalize how we interact with customers. You yourself may experience of it, whether you jump in an Uber or you use Waze or whatever technologies you use. And then there's this control around work and how work gets managed in the future. It used to be you never knew if work got done until you received a letter or you received a complaint from someone that said you hadn't done the work. And now we're moving into an era, we know that you're going to need the work done before it even comes in. So it's a change and it is a digital revolution and you're now part of that. So it's just sticking to the technology a little bit. So you're going to hear things like digital process automation, intelligent automation, hyper automation, integrated process automation. I mean, it's a plethora of terms that drives me mad, but really they're all intelligent automation. That's really I hope we all standardize on a term soon, because you know, you're going to learn this real soon, is that the industry and the analysts like to give everything their own name. I hate it when they do that. It just confuses our customers and maybe even confuses you. So the one slide I'm going to bring up next is really when Forrester decided to call it digital process automation, as opposed to digital transformation, so DPA, right? And what they did, they were the first analysts that listed the key ingredients to be an intelligent automation vendor. That's okay, you can stay on that slide. This is my last slide. I promise not to bore you for much longer. So when Forrester made the leap to say, we better describe what intelligent automation is. Yes, they didn't call it intelligent automation, they called it DPA, digital process automation. It just so happened in 2017 when this was brought out, Pega was the leader. But don't worry about that. There are other companies in here. It doesn't matter. You know, your career path will take you where it takes you. Hopefully it's Pega for the rest of your life, and that would be great. But the reality is on the left, you're looking at the technologies that by investing your time and trainings in Pega and hopefully your career, This is where you will be living and breathing. You will be learning so much about the most advanced AI technologies, analytics, machine learning, case management, rules engines, building mobile apps in near instantaneous fashion, building applications that can change in seconds based upon the business need or the customer demands. All of these technologies, and I'm sure we'll share these slides with you, because these are not really my slides. I've just put these slides together that other people have said what this space is. And this is why I'm passionate about Pega. And this is why I stayed at Pega. And so your investment in your time and your energy in the intelligent automation space, and yes, you will see RPA in there as well, because RPA is not a space. It is an overhyped space that is a part of intelligent automation. And you're hearing that from someone that built an RPA company and sold it to an intelligent automation company. It's part of this, but just one part of it. So you will get to learn RPA as well, one of the best technologies, but it's part of this intelligent automation journey. So with that, I'll stop now. I appreciate you giving me the time to let me talk, but I also appreciate the time you've invested in Pega, and I wish you the very best in your careers and your success. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Francis, for taking us through the intelligent automation and giving an insight on that. I would like to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Gerald Levitt. We all like to call him Jerry. Jerry is the Senior Director for Training and Enablement, Global Ecosystem and Enablement at Pegasystems. He has over 20 combined years of experience of working with top 100 organizations in the financial services, insurance, and software industry, delivering exceptional customer success, revenue growth, cost reduction, process improvements, and driving both internal and customer business profitability. At Pega, Jerry is responsible for driving Pega's global ecosystem growth through various technical enablement initiatives that include the university program. Jerry, over to you.
All right, I will unmute. Thank you so much, Rithwik. And I promise you no futuristic slides of what Francis might someday look like in the future here. Thank you, Francis, very much for joining this session. And I think next time we go back to India, you know, maybe one of the things we should say is lunch with Francis, and they can all hear all the stories of your fantastic career. So thank you again for jumping in here. Next slide, please. All right. So this picture here, actually, if you go to the, this picture here is of a roller coaster. And I'm a big fan of having fun, and I'm a big fan of excitement, and I'm a big fan of what the future holds. And so this roller coaster here is called the Millennium Force. It is now actually the second tallest roller coaster at 310 feet tall. And it goes at speeds of about 90 to 95 miles an hour. And I feel as though, you know, the things that we had to do throughout this year made us soar to new highs. And we moved at such a rapid pace that reminded me of all the fun things and thrills I love to overcome in my whole career. So I use this just as kind of just a mental note for people to understand what we've done this year throughout 2020 and going into 2021. There's going to be more to come. Next slide. So what a year. I mean, I think we've talked about this a number of times as we've gotten together, but who would have thought? Who would have thought that back in March on just a dime like that, we'd be in the middle of a global pandemic, and we'd be saying, how are we going to continue this program at the successful pace and rate and turn out incredible students that you all are? And we did it. We collaborated, we looked at ways to overcome different obstacles, whether that was infrastructure and bandwidth and on-premise space. We talked about what does the process look like? We went from a pure in-person perspective to virtual. What did that mean? How does that impact the students? How does that impact the instructors? How does it impact everyone associated to this learning that was taking place? And so we overcame the infrastructure, we overcame the process, we overcame different obstacles. You know, in the end, it came down to people thinking differently, having a different mindset, having a different collaboration mentality, and really be all in versus all out. And that's a huge difference. So the program success is based upon all of those things, but it comes down to the folks that are on this call, the students. It comes down to Dr. Chandra Paul for his continued commitment in this program. It comes down to all of our partners who hire the students. It comes down to all of the instructors who found ways to adapt to make sure that our students learned. And it came down to all the universities who stayed committed to the program, stayed committed to these students, and stayed committed to making sure that they have the potential for a huge, huge career in a Pega journey ahead of them. And so I would also say it came down to Giri and Sharda, who I'm sure you all know very well, for really trying to, or taking this, I should say, and making sure that all these things were accounted for. I'm sure they probably spoke 1,000 times or emailed 1,000 times to say, what do we need to do and how do we make it happen? And so for all of those individuals, incredibly thankful. And I think that's how we talk about, what a successful year we've had. And then I talk about the students and I say, what I am amazed at is that you have set a new bar. I think all the students before you, they did an amazing job. But I think this year, there's a new bar in the sense of you did it differently. You did it virtually. You had to outthink, and you had to make sure that you were committed to the success, not only of yourself, but you're committed to the success of your fellow students, which I think is certainly a huge win for the whole program. I loved joining the summer sessions, whether they were 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., and watching you do your classwork. I loved being a part of the mini case assignments and watching you present. What does the future look like? How would you build a new company? And those were things that I certainly love to be a part of day in, day out. And I think that we're going to do more of that. And you guys have really made us understand the importance of having those types of mini case assignments, but also the importance of having people involved from both sides, whether it's Pega or partners, and really understanding, what it is that needs to take place to make sure that we can dot all the I's and cross all the T's, and that we've covered everything that you need to have to be successful. So I think for the students, which is today's about you, and I'm so proud to be here, I'd say continue to push us. I'd say continue to talk to the students who are coming next to tell them how you were successful, what worked for you in these times. And hopefully they'll learn from that and then they'll pass that on. I think this is one of those things where, what we can teach one another is far, far underestimated in this current day. So last year when I was talking to a great number of you who are probably on this call, I said, hey, we're going to have some global growth. We're going to take the university program and we're going to grow it globally. And I said that back at the Conclave 2019. And I just want to let everybody know that the success of this program continues, and the success of the program inside of India continues to be astronomically positive. But we've done more universities in Mexico, in Latin America, in Europe, in the US. And now we have a new individual working in the Asia Pacific region, headquartered in Australia, which is another area where we're really going to look to grow the university program. So we talked about growth last year. We were committed to the growth, and we've certainly shown and demonstrated that this program is here to stay and here to grow. So next year, the Conclave 2021, hopefully we'll all be in person. I'd love to be in person. I love visiting India. But I think there's a number of things we want to focus on as Pega looks to really amp up our business and grow over the next 3 to 5 years from a $1 billion company to a $3 to a $5 billion company. We're truly focusing on not just capability and capacity, we're focusing on delivery excellence, outcomes, successful outcomes associated to projects for our customers and with our partners. And so that's why this program continues to be exceptionally important. You are the foundation of building the resources associated to not only the Pega growth, but to delivery excellence and continued focus. And the next thing I'd hope to be talking about for the Conclave 2021 is, what are we doing differently? What kind of additional expansion of offerings can we be providing outside of just a system architect course or outside of a senior system architect course? Is there another offering that we can be talking to everybody about, that we can be expanding the learning and the education of students back into this program? And so I've heard from a number of partners, and I know you've reached out to Sharda and Gary and others about things you'd like to see, and we're certainly all ears, and we're listening, and we're looking at what 2021, 2022 will look like. And I know Sharda will cover a bunch of that. So I'll end here. I may have gone over by a minute or two, but I want to just make sure that I said how proud I am of this organization, how proud I am of you as the students, and how proud I am of the execution that took place over the past year. And I know we have a lot of great times ahead and future ahead of us with the program. So I'll pass that off. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jerry, for your wonderful message to the students. And thanks a lot again for sharing the success of the Global UAP program. And I'm already looking forward for the next conclave, waiting to know what's in store for the UAP. Our next speaker, I would like to introduce now, Mr. Sridhar. He's the Chief Business Officer at Talent Sprint. Sridhar, you can take over from here.
Hi, good evening, everyone in India, and good morning to the team in US. Great. Francis took us forward, saying that next 50 years, what's going to be there and what are the areas the industry is going to go through. And Jerry was talking about what global is. So now that puts me on to coming back to reality. Where are we today at this point of time, and how in this current platform we can get to the next level. So difficult to speak after both those people, but let me try my best. So I think Pega UAP has been already brought out. It's a very, very unique program. It's one of its kind program where it's completely closed loop, the complete ecosystem of Pega on one end, the industry and the system integrators on the other, and institutions and students in the other side are coming together. And this is very, very unique program. And being such a unique program, it has grown phenomenally over the last 5 years. We are now entering the 6th year, right? From 2016-17, when it started in piloting in 2 colleges in Hyderabad. Today, we are talking about the program currently available across 12 colleges across the country, institutions across the country, and 1,300 people are going through the program. I think more than 3,000 people, students, have got premium job offers into the industry and gone in. In fact, I was taking stock with my team about what happened to the 2016-17 or 17-18 people. Where are they today? And when we did a sample check on where they are, we were all really impressed with the growth that each of them have had in their career in a short 2-3 year period. So it's been a very high impact program, and is completely possible thanks to the support of all the college management who are part of this meeting, and most importantly, the students. And specifically, we need to acknowledge the efforts put in by the students of the current year, thanks to the going online and the efforts that they have done. Let me move to the next slide, and we talk about where these colleges are. Pretty widespread, of course, largely concentrated in South and North. Very, very top high quality colleges as part of this and each of the students, I think, please understand that out of thousands of colleges in the country, right, this program has been specifically offered in these colleges, and you are, I think, privileged to be part of these colleges and being selected for this program. And going forward to the next slide. The most interesting part is the expanding list of organizations which are looking for Pega talent. As Jerry and Shantanu talked about in the beginning, the Pega as a company is growing, and when it is growing, the need for Pega talent continues to grow. And this program becomes the primary source of certified Pega talent at the entry level, right? And this opportunity has been completely utilized by the system integrators and the customers of Pega. Very, very interesting trend that we saw. While COVID has impacted various other recruitments, the demand for Pega talent continues to be robust. During the current year, see, what we do as a process is, in the beginning of the year, we go to the college, to the companies, and ask them what is the number of people that you need a year from now. So they give the demand projections. Very interestingly, over the last couple of years, Giri has been coordinating with most of the college management here. The companies have offered 10 to 15% more than what they had projected for, which clearly shows that the demand for Pega talent is robust. And we are at this point of time taking the demand for the next year, and we still see, in addition to the numbers that were offered in the current year, people are looking at expanding the demand. So that's pretty positive for the students of the program who are joining in the current year. And I'm sure we are marching towards doubling those numbers over the next few years, right? Next slide, please. So some of the very interesting things that are unique for this program, right? The certification rate is 99%. I was doing a team discussion on how did this happen and what makes it so special, because 99% is not it's not an easy exam, let's face it. As against expected 80 hours of efforts the person has to do for every certification. On an average, the participant in this program spends around 120 to 150 hours. How do they do it and why do they do it, right? In spite of working from home, learning from home. It is, I think they are committed to the program, right? They have committed their time, they have committed their efforts, thanks to the efforts not just of the faculty and the Sharda, who has been a continuous motivator, but the college management and their connect with the students have helped them to be fully focused on this program to give a 99% certification. Of course, this is a premium placement program, while average salary of the people is somewhere around 4.5 lakhs. We find that there are people who have got a very high 12 lakh salary. The 91% offers of the people who have enrolled for the program has happened in the last year. Currently, this year, the placements are going on. We are at around 70%. We expect them to go to the 90% plus during the current year. And next year also, the demand is coming up, as I said. Another very interesting part is the experiential learning part, which has enabled the students of the program to go for a global competition and become a winner in global hackathon, the first hackathon that has been done by Pega for the global practitioners. While practitioners and students participated, I am happy to announce that the students of your college and your colleagues and seniors in your college, as if you are a student, have won this. Hearty congratulations to each one of you. And I am sure this is just a start. Each one of you who are taking up now are going to create new records. And I really look forward to seeing you as part of the Pega system and becoming a great success going forward. Over to you, Ritvik.
Thank you very much, Sridhar, for taking us through the UAP India journey. I would like to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Sharda Satapathy. Sharda has joined Pega Systems in 2008, and he has been a star performer in the technical enablement team since then. He has delivered several critical customer training sessions during his tenure. In his 24 plus years of professional career, Sharda has designed and delivered several large-scale digital transformation training and enablement initiatives. As a senior manager of technical enablement and university programs, Sharda is the driving force behind the success of the university academic program in India, helping over 3,000 students make a career with Pega partners and customers in their digital transformation journey. Sharda, over to you.
Thank you, Ritvik. So you can please proceed to the next slide. Yeah, hi everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. And again, students, those who are on the call, those are on the YouTube channel, everybody here. So a big thank you to all of you. This means a lot to me, and then I'm selling it from my heart. So without you all, and this kind of achievement would not have been possible. So first thing, again, thank you to UAP leadership, global and India leadership, and my colleagues, and talent sprint team, and my army of instructors, the operation guys, and delivery guys, placement guys, everybody there. Then main team comes up here, that is college management, the placement cell, and our students are my students. Those are connected, those are hearing me. It's a big thank you for you as well. If you would have not supported the way you have supported this year, we would not have achieved this, whatever we are achieving now. So a big thank you to you. Please proceed to the next one. Yep. So this is the year of a lot of challenges starting from March when we started the Tech Course 1 for this current course. So there's a big challenge, and we did a lot of improvisation and a lot of innovations there. So now here you might have seen that students first, we say that, okay, you have to have a good infrastructure because we are going online. Faculty, yes, you are connected from home and you should have a proper internet connection, proper system and everything ready so that we can deliver it. So yes, we collaboratively talk to each other. When we come to college management, we come to the students, we come to talent sprint, we come to the operation, everybody there, and then we could manage that. So that's why we are able to run these courses. I know that some of almost what 80 to 90% of the students could connect, and some of them could not connect, where our talent sprint team attended them or did a separate session for them whenever they were free. And the scrum sessions, boot camp, projects, everything was online. And again, that would not be possible until unless all the students, those are on the call, you would have not supported us. Then yes, we have introduced new thing here. Yes, we used to do some assignments, but yeah, this year we have gone in a massive scale. We have given you 40 plus assignments, and you develop that and then you present it to us, and where we have got good time hearing you and listening to your skills there, and we have given some inputs to you and you are able to achieve that. Again, thanks to you. Bootcamp and hackathon, talent sprint team, my army of instructors that delivered that. But again, you guys again get into this and got those assignments, picked up those assignments, developed that, and presented to that. So that's why you are also helped us to identify a good or best student from your specific college. And till now, yes, from placement again, Giri and team, thank you so much. You're doing a lot of effort there. Again, being remote, we are doing a lot of effort. Thanks to placement cell students. Then again here we got a challenge that yes, people have to be certified. Then all our partner companies will connect to the students wherever you are. And again, infrastructure is required. They need a video. They need to see you. They need to have a good internet connection. So many things are there, but you support it like anything. So this is a thing. That's why we are able to release our 700 plus offers, and we are going strong, and we are going to cross that 1000 mark with the help of our partners. But your support is required in achieving that. And look forward to all of you successfully completing the online PCSSA exam in the month of January, first 2 weeks. And I know that you are 100% ready. You are continuing with your projects now. Please complete that quickly and write your exams. And after that, yes, those of you have got offer, you can get into our partner community there. And now those are getting into 2021, and those are going to start the Tech Course 1 in the month of Jan. So a lot of inputs for you. And so here we are bringing in the latest version of Pega, that is 8.4.1. And we have created a new course curriculum for you. And all our talent sprint instructors are ready, and they have undergone the train the trainer program. They've upgraded, certified. All the details are ready. And now we are going to kickstart very soon, and with all of you there. So latest one with a lot of hands-on, a lot of new things coming up there. And we are putting up a lot more mini assignments for you in Tech Course 1, which will be given to you during the course, during the bootcamp and hackathon, so that you can develop that and present it to us so that we can give you a lot of guidance, right? And this time, yes, Pega and Talent Sprint team will be auditing your presentation, as well as we are planning to invite our partner community folks, the technical folks who can audit your presentation also, so that you can do a best job there and they can guide you so that you can directly interact with the industry in that forum. right there. And once it is done, so then you'll be getting into Tech Course 1 completion, then boot camp, then you're getting into PCSA exam that is on 8.4 version. And once that is completed, then we'll be putting you directly to the drive, which is planned in starting from 15th of July 2021. And once you get your receive your offer in July, August, September timeframe, so when we start with Tech Course 2, at the time, whichever latest version of the Pega platform would be there, we'll be starting that particular course and we'll teach you that, right? So with this, I think all the very best to all of you, all the college management. So your support is immense. And Talent Sprint team and my army of instructor, I cannot thank you more than this, but yes, you are doing a great job. And my colleagues, my team, and my UAP leadership, thank you so much for giving this opportunity to drive this. I'm so happy, right? Thank you so much, everybody.
Well, thank you so much, Sharma.
Wow.
Such a detailed presentation on the best practice of the Pega UAP program. This program, we can see, is getting better and better every year.
Yep.
I would like to invite our next speaker, Kala from Tata Consultancy Services. Kala is a proud TCSer who's been with TCS for over 14 and a half years now. He has worked in various HR functions in India and overseas. She has handled talent engagement, talent management, talent acquisition, HR compliance and governance, and related HR facets in her previous assignments in TCS. In her current role, she heads the campus hiring for TCS India. Kala believes that there is no substitute for hard work and positive attitude is of utmost importance. Kala, over to you.
Thank you, Ritvik. Thank you so much. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody present in this meeting. And first and foremost, I would like to thank Dr. Paul, Francis, Jerry, Sridhar, Sarada for giving great insights as what you all are doing collectively as a team. It's great, indeed great to know all of that. And with that, the first thing what I would like to start this meeting is the management team from the college who are present on the call and the students. I would like to give this message to all of you that our team, I'm a messenger from our business team, and I would like to say a big thank you to all of you for partnering with Pega UAP for the Pega UAP program. And the feedback which is coming from the business team has been great so far. They are very thankful that we could partner with all of you, and the quality of the students what we have got, and the students who are present on the call, I'm sure quite a few might be my recruits, I could say that proudly, and they have been really doing very great. And the feedback, when I say that business team is giving the feedback and I'm the messenger here, it makes it's a the proof of what you all are doing collectively as a team. And it comes in the form of the positivity wherein our business leaders speak about all of you, saying that you all are doing a great job. And the time, from the time we hire you to the time you become productive on a business, on a business project, it is really lesser than any other student we hire from the market. So it makes a lot of difference, and it makes a lot of sense, when we hire you, all of you. And especially this year, as Jerry highlighted, you people have set a different bar altogether this time, and this is altogether very new for each one of us. And though we were digitally even interviewing students even last from last couple of years rather, the point is that today when we are looking at interviewing all of you 100% in a digital mode, it was altogether a very different experience for the students, as well as for our business teams, for our HR teams, all of them put together. But this experience so far has been rewarding, is what I would put it as, and that has really been very good. And this September, October, when we were interviewing students, we could see, a lot of emotions, lot of positivity in terms of getting a chance, even during the pandemic, when everything was the new normal, and still getting a chance to get interviewed was really great from both sides. When I'm talking from a business angle, as well as from you people coming, and the students, the management, the college management supporting the students in all possible ways for making it to happen. That was really indeed great. So thank you to all of you. And coming to what is that I would like to express to all of you, especially the students here, for very important points, which I feel personally is very important for you all to know, is that importance of creating context in effective learning. It's all your routine mundane job, that yes, we come, we do our job, everybody, whether we are the working professionals or the student or the college management, whomsoever, it should not become a routine activity for all of us whenever we talk about learning. So even in our everyday life, that importance of creating that context to learn effectively makes a lot of difference. And when I say that, when you learn, and especially from a student perspective, we are talking about having a demonstrable skills, which will definitely help you to stay competitive as well as confident. And that's where UAP, like Pega UAP program, comes into picture, which gives you an edge over other students, and you can learn. You know a technology, you know what to speak about when questions are being asked, saying that please let us know that what you have learned so far and what you want to do. You should be confident enough to say that what in your entire program you have learned, and you should be able to demonstrate that. Theoretically, people, when we interview students, we keep seeing them, they come, they speak, but when it is all theoretical. But when we are talking about having a demonstrable skill, we are talking about you learning. When Francis were talking about intelligent automation, the digital process automation, it should not be in theory that you are able to give answers, but you should be able to give what exactly it means, and how will you demonstrate in your day-to-day life, giving examples, understanding that what you're talking about, in front of an interviewer, or even when you step into your career in front of your managers, what you are doing. That is very, very important. And now coming to my third point, we are talking about, everybody in this, when we are talking about we all being present in a meeting which is virtual in nature, there is a term which has been, a phrase which has been coined, continuous partial attention. All of us, we tend to lose track of when we are in a virtual meeting. So what I'm trying to convey here to the students specifically is that you are yet to, I believe the students are from 2021 batch, is my understanding. So the point here is that you need not have that continuous partial attention, but you need to be there. That's where the integrity comes into picture, because your faculty, your college management has put in a lot of effort. Even when we are talking about online classes, like Sharda was highlighting that how many virtual classes they have, they have put together for all of you. So it becomes very important that you pay attention. When there is a class, you pay attention, you learn. That is very, very important. And that is where I'm talking about, working with integrity. So it doesn't mean that, you are in a virtual meeting, you're in a virtual online class, you just put off your video, go off and try to do something else when the classes are on. That should not be happening. So that is very, very important for all of the students here to know, understand, and to pay attention. Now, the last and the important point, which all of us in the current situation, we keep talking about, a lot of people in the new normal has been talking about it, is adaptability in ambiguity. We are talking about this, in the new normal, wherein a lot of new things, as again, quoting Jerry, wherein he said that this year you have set a new bar, things are very, very different for all of us, but definitely that's where we are talking about adaptability in ambiguity. And one term, one phrase which I've been using all through this, last 6-9 months, I've been using, which I heard from a student from, wherein when we asked him that, what is it that he wants to talk about the current situation, what is the mindset of a student, what he wants to convey to his fellow students. So the term, what he said was that stay anti-fragile. That was the phrase he coined, and that made a lot of sense. It is very important in the current context, and it is not only from the current context. I would say this term stays with you forever. Being anti-fragile, you cannot get disturbed by anything whatever is happening around you, because the environment, irrespective of what are the external factors, you still have the opportunity to learn. You still have the opportunity of people with you who are helping you to learn. So ensure that you make the best out of this opportunity and move forward with positivity, is what the message I would like to leave all the students here especially. And once again, special thanks to Pega UAP program team and Talent Sprint, of course, and the college management who are present on the call. Thank you so much, Ritvik. Over to you. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Kala, for sharing the industry perspectives on the UAP, sharing your happiness with the outcomes of the program, and for such wonderful messages to the students.
Thank you.
We will now move on to the last part of the conclave, something that we've been eagerly waiting for. And this is a real celebration of the success of this program. We will be rewarding the students who have been exceptionally performing in this program. These are students who are evaluated on the parameters of their learning in compliance, in completing the course exercises, the mini assignments, the participation in the classroom training, mock assessments and internal assessments, attendance, and boot camp and hackathon activities. And these are all nominated by the trainers themselves. So each of these students will now be felicitated and with a certificate and a reward of $250 from Pega, each of them. So can we have each of the slides coming up for each student? First one we have on the screen now. I would like to invite Dharini. Hearty congratulations to you. Would you also come and share a few words of your experience? Yeah, big round of applause for Dharini first.
And not to be selfish, she's from TCS, so yes.
Makes her like you got a nice one. Dharini, are you there? Can you unmute yourself and share your experience?
Hello all, and thank you for giving me this best outgoing student. And it's overwhelming for me. And this is one of my dreams from my parents, which came true. And no more words to say. It's thank you for all for choosing me as the best outgoing student. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, great job.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Next student, we'll see who it is. So it's Suhita from B.V. Raju Institute of Technology. Congratulations. Suhita, would you also like to share a few words?
Yes. So thank you so much, sir. First of all, hello everyone. I would like to thank Talent Sprint and Pega Systems for delivering us this wonderful course. And I would definitely recommend this course for the ones who are aspiring to be a system architect. And actually, when I first heard about Pega from Sharda Satapathy, sir, I felt it was perfect for me. And that's what made me join Pega. And during the course, I learned a lot about Pega and I started implementing the use cases. And I gained great practical knowledge there. And it made me think creatively. And I would also thank our trainer, Rajnikant, who was always available for us. And he continuously motivated us, and which helped in implementing the use cases effectively. And this knowledge made it easy for me to crack the interviews also. And thank you, everyone.
Congratulations, Suhita, once again.
Congratulations, Suhita.
Thank you, sir.
So the next Best Outgoing Student Award goes to Samia from Chennai Institute of Technology. Hearty congratulations once again.
Oh, so he's joining Pega Systems. Wow, great.
Yes.
Oh, Samia
Congratulations.
Yes. So Samia, would you also like to share your...
Yes, sir. Thank you. So thank you first of all, and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody here. I'm Samia from Chennai Institute of Technology. And first of all, I would like to thank Pega, Talent Sprint, and CIT for giving us this wonderful learning opportunity. And specifically, I would like to thank to my trainer, Mr. Kiran sir. He continuously motivating every students to do hands-on knowledge. That will be very supportive if you enter into the corporate. That made me to stand here, do a lot of mini experiments and assignments. I really inspired from him a lot. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, kids.
Thanks, Soumya. We have the next Best Outgoing Student Award going to Madhavi from KL University. Congratulations, Madhavi.
Thank you very much, sir. Good evening, everyone. And this is very happiest news that I heard during this pandemic time. I would firstly like to thank my trainer, Pavan sir. He really supported me all the time. And the way he delivered the classes is something which made me to have more interactive and more learning experience. And thank you, Pega and Talent Sprint, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you. Next student, we have Vamsi Krishna from Lovely Professional University. Congratulations, Vamsi Krishna.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Hi, everyone. I really had a great experience during this journey. And I especially thank my trainers, Satya and Rohit, sir, and my sincere gratitude towards Talent Sprint and Pega Systems team. Thank you.
Congratulations, Vamsi.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again.
So our next award winner is Mohit Sharma from Noida Institute of Engineering and Technology. And once again, going to TCS.
Yes, Ritvik, I heard you.
Congratulations. So, Mohit, would you like to share a few words?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Special thanks to Sada, sir, who always looked after to our students. And thank you, our trainer, Rohit Mittal, sir. You were always there for me. And yeah, thank you, team. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mohit.
Congratulations, Mohit. So the next award is for Lalit Kumar from Raghu Engineering College. Lalit, would you like to share your words?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. Firstly, good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to one and all. And my special thanks to my trainer, Chandra Paul, sir. And I really appreciate him for his valuable knowledge and his patience. He's always helped us a lot. And I think I achieved this because of him. And my thing is, I have to give best whatever I have to do in future also. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Congratulations once again. Next award winner is Shantini Priya from Rajalakshmi Engineering College. Congratulations, Priya.
Thank you, sir, and thank everyone. Miss First, yes, I thank Sharda sir for giving his valuable inputs on the when I present on my use case, and also the jury sir. And I would like to thank Deepashri ma'am, Janagi sir, Janagaman sir also, and my special thanks to my institution and also my trainer, Mr. Oliver Prasanna. Thank you everyone for supporting me towards the journey.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. So the next award winner is Anuja from Sri Sai Ram Engineering College. Congratulations, Anuja.
Thank you so much, sir. Greetings, everyone. I never expected that I would be awarded with the best outgoing student, but yes, this is a wonderful experience for me. I have to definitely thank all people from Pega Systems, the talent sprint team, of course, my college, and definitely my trainer, Subhashini ma'am. Thank you, everybody, for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Anuja.
The next award winner is Mohit from Vishnu Institute of Technology. Congratulations, Mohit.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank our trainers, Satya and Srikant, for providing such a wonderful course. And I would like to thank Talent Sprint Pega and our college for providing this opportunity. Thank you all.
Congratulations, Mohit.
Congratulations.
The next award winner is Veera Venkata Nagasai from VR Siddhartha Engineering College. Congratulations, Nagasai.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Pega Systems, Talent Sprint, and Siddhartha Engineering College for giving me this opportunity to pursue this Pega UAP program. And a great thanks to my trainer who helped me to get his knowledge and finally get this Best Outgoing Student Award and get me placed in the IITians. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yes.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah. And all your e-vouchers are on your way. You'll be checking your email ID in 1 or 2 days. It should be there in your email box.
So hearty congratulations to all congratulations to all who have this point of your career. It's a long way to go out, but you've made 5 steps already. So congratulations, and I think with that we can close the session. I would like to thank all our guests here from all Pega Systems team, TCS, Talent Sprint leadership, and college leadership, and all the students. I hope you had a nice session, and we look forward to connecting once again for the next conclave next year.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ritvik.
Thank you. Thank you, Ritvik. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Giri.
Wish you a happy new year to all of you, 2021. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you to the all college management team. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, students.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharda. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Francis. Jason, special thanks for joining up.
Thank you, Deepaji.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
So, thank you.